Hi guys, in today's video I am going to be showing you how I'm going to create the limited edition Angie Ankle Boot. And I can't remember who requested this. Someone was listing off a bunch of different ones on Instagram, so I apologize, but I just wanted to show you guys that I went ahead and already baked this one, and then I'm going to coat it in glitter. So for this, you're just going to need some blue clay. You can even just use scrap clay, because once you cover it with the glitter, you're not going to see it. So it really doesn't matter what color it is. So I'm just going to take a clump of clay about that size for the boot, and then I just flattened out a piece here. We're going to use that for the little sort of the flap that goes around the top there. And then you'll need a piece for the heel. So you may not need that big of a piece for the heel, but you can always trim it. Whatever you don't use, you can just use it for something else. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you how I created the shape of the boot. So I kind of just put it into a log shape like this, and I'm just going to create this shape by kind of pushing it down at the front and then up at the back, so then you have a shape like that. So we all kind of know basically what a boot looks like, but this one here is a bit more pointier in the toe. So I'm just gonna shape it as best as I can, so you have something that looks like that. So that's the basic shape you'll be looking at making. Okay, so it's up in the back, and then that's when we'll make the little heel part. So you do want this kind of thick because you want it to stand up. I'm just going to trim some off, and then just make it narrow at the bottom. So you have something that looks like that. So it's going to be slanted on the top and then narrow at the bottom. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach that, and it's not going to look right at first, but then you can just kind of fiddle with it. So I'm just going to attach the heel by blending it into the clay. Like so. Okay, so you have something like that. And you want to have a little indent on the top, because this is the inside of the shoe. Okay, so just use your fingers and you can just kind of pinch around here. So the extra piece that I had just flattened out with my fingers, I'm going to trim that so it's going to be like a rectangular shape. So you have something like that. And I'm going to cut that on an angle, like so. And then I'm going to take, kind of flatten that up a bit. So I'm going to take one and just wrap it around. Okay, so there we have one of the flaps. And then with the other one, do that as well. And then with the extra clay, you can just add one to the back. So I'm just going to flatten it out with my fingers and then trim it up. So I have a piece like this, and then we can just wrap it around. And to get rid of the seams, you just kind of pinch it, and eventually it will start to blend in with the clay. So I'm going to use my little wooden tool here just to kind of straighten things up. And then I made little indents in the front so it looks like a slouchy boot. So that is our basic shape for Angie Ankle Boot. Okay, so now once you're happy with it, you can go ahead and bake it, and I will put it in the oven and bake it at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. Alright, so once you've gone ahead and baked it, it's time to glitter it. So I'm going to be using this blue glitter. It's rather fine, and I do think that works better than the bigger flakes of glitter. So I will just be mixing it with the triple thick. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my paintbrush, and I'm going to dip it right into the glitter. And then it's just going ahead and painting it all over the boot. So you can just add even the gloss right to the boot and then take the glitter and go right over. So I'm going to cover this completely, and then I'll be back to paint on the face. Okay, so once you have everything covered with the glitter, it's time to paint the face on. And I'm going to make the little tiny mouth here. So little pink lips, like so. And then paint the sunglasses on. So I'm just going to paint in the shape of the sunglasses, and then once that dries, I'll just put the little black centers inside of the sunglasses. So there we have that. And I'm just going to change my paintbrush here. And it should be dry enough because you don't need to use very much paint. And I'm just going to go in the center and then make the little black eyes. So there we go. Excuse my messy hands here. So that is our finished Angie Ankle Boot. So once it's completely dried, I'm going to go over it with just one coat of the triple thick and make it nice and glossy, and then it'll also protect the paint. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and stay tuned, I have a lot more coming up. So we'll see you soon. Bye!